All
Nice.
right, y'all know what it is, man. We back at it. We back at it. We back at it. It's back the house. Um, got some special people in the building. First of all, before I let them introduce themselves, I got something to say in regards to these two. Now, I went through a lot of shit these last few months, and I had a lot of people shun me, judge me, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you what, these two people right here did none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the hell out of them for that because it was a lot. But the fact that they didn't judge, they didn't turn their back on me, they still rock with me whenever I need to talk, whenever I need to do something, here they are. I got the beautiful host of So Problematic Podcast in the building. Jay has been here before. Shout out to her.
Yeah. Turning.
CC's on here now. So you guys can go ahead on and introduce yourself. Tell us about So Problematic. And let the people know.
Well, I'm Cici.
And I'm Jay.
And we're so problematic. We're basically two besties who came together who wants to celebrate women, and we talk about all different types of topics.
Everything.
Yeah, so I don't know. We just being us pretty much at the end of the day. So either you love us or you don't. Period. And we're here to be problematic, but we're just here to basically solve. We're here to represent basically the Black community.
Very much so.
Women.
Yeah. We supported everybody, and thanks for that introduction. We do appreciate it. You have been through a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
Be real blunt with you. Been through a lot of shit. And for me, everybody knows me as being with the shits,
Of course.
They know that I'm with the shits all day. But aside of me, people do not see because they don't know me like that until they know me. People who know me knows that I'm one person that I don't believe in condemnation. And I don't believe in condemning somebody because if God condemned us, we would all not be here or be alive right now.
Right.
So people like to say, oh, but only God can judge us. But they don't walk into that. So in that situation with you, it was a lot of hypocritical ass people because it's like you want to say only God can judge us, but how the fuck you judging this person? So for me, the way I see it was, yes, I'm the one that put that statement out there that said we're not taking no sides, we ain't doing shit. We're just gonna pray for the situation and keep it pushing because I'm not God. And guess what? I ain't going to hell for none of y'all motherfuckers. So therefore, yes, I love God, but I do curse a little, but God's working on me, so leave me alone.
Thanks.
And so on that note, yes, we will never condemn you nor anybody because one thing about us, we might be with this shit, but we love in Christ and we love point blank, period.
Life is about learning. Life is about growing.
The hell?
If you're not growing and learning something every day, then we don't need you around us, period. Anyway.
You know what? I've been through a divorce. And let me still going through ones right now. But let me tell you something. People have said so much shit about me. That's why I personally don't got time for the bullshit. Because people say so much things I've heard back to the point where it's like, that's why I've become the person that don't give a shit and with the shits, because there's nothing you can say that will really hurt me. Because like I said, who I am is found in Christ and my daughter. And if you ain't one of them, then bye.
You know what I find interesting is that on social media, people are one way, but God forbid your dad did this and your uncles did that. You still talk to them. You still fuck with them.
Yup.
Your brother done did something in the streets. You still fuck with them. That's your family, right? We don't know your personal situation or your personal life unless we talk to you, right? So who am I? And plus, I won't do it publicly. I would like we did.
We go behind the scenes.
We go behind the scenes and we talk to you and find out and be like, look, homie,
right.
You all right?
Behind the scenes, right? Everything should be in public.
And we will tell you, look, that was kind of fucked up.
Or it wasn't.
Or it wasn't.
It was or it wasn't. We're gonna tell you straight up, but we're not gonna do it in front of everybody's face.
That was the difference. Like, you guys reached out and you guys didn't side with me or anything, but the fact that I still had access to reach out was important. So that's why, like I said, I am glad that we are having this conversation and we are having this episode, and it's going to be a dope one.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all. So,
but I'm proud of you for not folding. Let me say that right now.
Oh.
Because people would have folded under that pressure and would have really been like, "This is it. Fuck it. I'm done with this world. Don't my life." But I commend you for still holding your head up high and pushing forward. I will say that you definitely have done that.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that.
Speaking of not folding, I had a topic and I had seen it a lot. And I was like, yo, I got them coming on. We're going to talk about this. The topic is, if you put a father in a mother's position, he will fold. Talk to me. What do y'all think about that statement?
I want to say I see two different ways. Because I am a daddy's girl who was raised with a father who had lost his wife in a car accident. And my dad had to raise me on his own. He came out of a coma and had to raise me on his own. So knowing that he struggled as much as he did it. He allowed me to call him mommy. He allowed me to dress him up as my mama. Of course, he told me stories that he's cried and, thought about giving up, but he did it until he found his next wife. So, and then I also seen other situations where men have just given up. They can't do it. It was too much for them.
Yeah.
So I say the strong survive.
Facts.
I would say I think a man put into a mother's position, like in extreme circumstances, such as the mother passing or the mother not being around, he will do what he needs to do to be, to step up and do both.
Right.
But I think a man who has the mother around, shout out to men. Be honest with you, men are amazing. They're needed, and I would say majority of men will fold. Because I'm not saying all men, but I'll say majority will fold, because this is probably my baby father, my baby daddy, father, is because he made a comment that pissed me off months ago. This is months ago. It's in the beginning of our divorce, when he said, "Oh, anything she can do, I can do also." And that showed me that, you don't know that's not true. I'm mommy. Like, mothers have this innate ability that we go above and beyond. Prime example, let me give you right now. When he said that, my daughter she's nearsighted. So to get an appointment with her eye doctor takes 3 years to a year. It's crazy, because it's Bascom Palmer, #1 eye specialist in America.
Right.
Well, he missed the appointment because he thought she had COVID when she had asthma. I called 15 people while at work, telling them I am not pushing back no godforsaken appointment. My child is nearsighted. She has that appointment the next week.
Yeah.
They told me, bring her in the following day.
Right.
That's some shit a mother's gonna do. A mother's gonna go out there and make it happen.
Yeah.
There is no walking out. There is no wait a minute. There is no hold on a second. Prime example, I lost my job due to getting fired. Ask Cici here, I applied for 50. I would say 20 jobs a day.
Yep.
Because my only mentality was, I got to make sure my daughter is freaking okay.
Yep.
That means my dad had me go on the roof with him to lay hot tar down until I found a job, and my ass was on that damn roof, because my child was going to be okay. Not saying father won't do, but what mothers will do. And when you go to looking at support emotionally, a mother is going to get in there. What's wrong? What happened? Let's talk about this. We were just born. God gave us that ability. And that's why mothers are essential. I think men can do it, but I think it's also a lot for them to do, by all means.
Like I said, only the strong will survive.
It's very much so.
I think, and I'm going to be honest, if something was to happen to my kids' mothers right now, I honestly think that it would be rough for me to be. It would be rough. It would definitely be rough, because
to do it on your own.
It's rough.
It definitely be rough. And I'm not gonna say I would fold, because there is no quit in me, but but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like it'll be a piece of cake or a walk in the park, because
Yeah.
it wouldn't. There
Yeah.
are many things that come with kids that a lot of men aren't ready for. I am blessed. I only have one daughter, so I think a lot of things that little girls have to grow up and experience only have to go through that one time. So I think in a certain sense, I know I wouldn't fold. I am a strong father, have always been.
Mhm.
I come raised from a mother. And my dad was around, but my mom raised us.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't like, I didn't have the tools on how to be a father. I became a father at 20. At 20, I was still trying to run the streets. I was still trying to be that man out there. I mean, my son was the most important thing in the world to me, but I still wanted to have my life. And I think with a lot of fathers still try to have their life and be a father at the same time, and they don't know how to balance it. So with me,
I agree.
by the third or fourth child, I had already had it mapped out on how to deal with kids, because this is my third or fourth time doing this. So by the time I hit 7, I felt like, damn, I'm an expert at this shit already. So it's like, but I had a strong support system from their mothers. Like I said, if something was to happen to them, yes, I would be able to hold it down. But I would definitely have moments where it's like, damn, I wish they were still here. I wish they was around. I wish shit was different, because we can easily sit here and say, oh man, what a mother do ain't shit. That shit easy. Blah blah blah.
It's not
Until you put in that situation. And I have, because when I've been separated from all my kids' mothers. So when I have all my kids at once, it ain't easy, because Miss Shantae reminds me all the time, like, you ain't raising them by yourself, so you can't sit here and say that you are in a position to because I always say, like, yo, I am a good father, I take care of my kids, I am here. But she says you're not doing it by yourself. So although you are a good father, although you do handle your business, you have to still give credit to the mothers, because I'm gonna tell y'all job is not easy.
It's not.
Y'all job is not easy. And I was thinking about that. I was like, when I was coming up with this topic, I was like, that job is not easy. We don't give y'all enough credit. We don't give y'all enough respect on that, because to us, it's just like, yo, we got it made when it comes to parenthood, because fathers don't really have to do what you guys do, carrying the babies for 9 months, all the pain of recovering from carrying a baby, and then having to deal with postpartum and having to deal with the late nights and the no sleep. And the guys don't really have to go through that, because their excuse is, hey, I go to work, I make the money, I pay the bills, so what y'all do is easy. But they don't understand it's not that easy. It's not.
What I was told when I was pregnant, I worked up until I gave birth. So I literally worked up until Friday, and I gave birth on the Sunday. And I remember my husband at the time saying, oh no, don't take any maternity leave before you give birth, because you're going to be on vacation anyway with the baby. And in my mind, I'm like, does this man not know what it's like? And then when I had the baby, came postpartum depression. And then it was a sense of, damn, I gotta take care of this human being while I'm going through my emotionals. And then when he would come home, it's like work, bed, knocked out, sleeping. And I felt like I was alone. Like, I gave you this baby, but now you're not even here to help me with it. And I remember making a statement that my mom flew from Texas to Florida the same, within 2 days, because I said to her, and I quote, remember saying this, she said, oh, where's the baby? I said, I don't know. It's okay. It's not crying. So I guess it's okay. And that's when that's when it hit her. She was like, what'd you just say? I said it's okay. Like, it's not crying, so it's okay.
You say she okay.
I didn't say she. I said it is okay. And my mom was like, where's he at? Where's there? I said sleeping. And I said, Mom, do you ever feel like things would be easier if you didn't have us? And then that's when my mom was at my door the next day. Literally booked her flight, and was in my house for the next 3 months of my daughter's life, because she was like, you're not coping well to this. But it is difficult from the beginning, and it just gets harder as the child develops a personality. It gets harder because I thought being a mom meant just taking care of the physical, and I was very much wrong.
Nope.
I was very much wrong, because now I realize, like, oh shit, I'm responsible for a human being, and it scares the shit out of me sometimes.
You're responsible for everything about that human being.
Everything.
You're responsible for their emotions. Their physical as well, but their mentality, because you have to develop them up into, like, you know what I'm saying, like a sane human being. So it's like they're constant. All they know is you. When babies are born, it's unconditional love, right? That's all they know. So when they come to you, you have to provide that back to them 100%. You can't be half-assing, giving them their attention, and they need you. So I think that a lot of fathers probably feel, and I'm only speaking from what I know, not everybody, but I think that they feel as though the mommies, as long as the mommies are there, they got it. They got that part.
Yeah.
Because that was always my excuse early on. Like, hey, I could still do what I gotta do. I ain't gotta worry about none of this. I ain't gotta worry about doing nothing, because I felt my kids are gonna be good because I picked good mothers.
Right.
That's what a lot of guys have to fall back on too. Hey, I picked a good mother.
Oh yeah, she gonna take care of all the ins and outs of everything.
Yeah.
That was your mindset.
Yeah.
And I get that, because a lot of men think like that.
Yeah, to be very
you got the doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
You, like, I don't have to remember nothing. I used to know my both of my boys' social security numbers. Ask the dad what they know.
To be very transparent with you guys, I'm a very transparent person.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna let people know my life here. The beginning of my separation, when things started going left and he asked for the divorce, I tell all the time, I didn't ask for that divorce. I was trying to stick that shit out. But when he asked for the divorce, I remember it hit me that I was always the one home with the baby. And then when I started doing my investigation to see what was going on, I realized that instead of him coming home to be with his family, he's a bartender, so he would stay out in these streets with random people, women, men, and be drinking and partying and smoking and doing his thing. And I've learned that when I started investigating, to say, why are you not coming home 6 o'clock in the morning when you're off at 2 o'clock? And it hit me that he knew that I would be home with the baby, taking care of the baby. So he get off at 2 and go partying with these random ass women
up
until 6 o'clock. It was like he still wanted that life. And I remember, I'm not proud of this, that when he came in the house, I was gonna kill him, because I was like, this isn't fair. We had this baby, and my life has changed, and your life is one big party. And his thing was, well, you're home with the baby. And I'm like, yes, motherfucker, but what you doing? We made them together. So when you said that, it's true. It's like he didn't want his life to change. And then he made the comment that I'm going to tell you right now that got me going was, the baby changed everything. And in my mind, it was like, duh, it's a baby. But then now I look back, hindsight 2020, and I calm down and mature up and do my self-reflecting.
Yeah.
I realized he was really trying to say the baby fucked up his plans of what he wanted. Not saying he regrets her, because I'm gonna tell you, he paints her nails. He spends time with her. He really has matured as a father. Not that he has it by himself. But what I'm saying, at that time, he wanted his life. He didn't want to be tied down with the wife and a baby. And that was very much transparent. And a lot of men do feel that way. Yeah. But it really sucks. And I tell him, you should have told me this sooner.
Yeah.
Because me as the wife, I'm home thinking we're both in this together, just to realize that you still want to be free. And let's be honest, you're right. When we become a mother, from the time we feel that first kick, My mind was no longer me and him anymore.
Exactly.
My mind was, oh shit, I can't smoke, I can't drink, I can't go nowhere dangerous. I can't be driving dangerously. I gotta take local roads. I gotta start eating healthy. When I went to get the test done and my child was like something wrong with the test, I went straight into what vitamins to take for my baby who's in my stomach. My mind went into this baby. So yeah, you're right. You really hit a chord there, but I'm gonna let you know you're very much right about that. Not saying men aren't essential, but women, something changes. It just clicks once you hear you're pregnant.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. And it's not like a lot of dudes are reckless when it comes to their kids. And I will say this, a lot of street dudes are extremely reckless. If you know that you are out in these streets and you have a target on your back, there's no way you should be riding around with your kids knowing that it is not safe for you. And I speak on that. I speak on that because I am from Chicago and they have no rules there. It's like, I don't care who you with, where you at, none of that. So it's not like you can go tell this dude that you're beefing with, yo, I'm with my kids.
No.
You know, I'm with my kids. No, cats are not hearing that. So I say that, I bring it up when I say guys are a little bit more reckless with their children, because we are in certain senses. Mothers are not as reckless. Mothers will always have that instinctive, where's my baby? I'm gonna focus. I seen this video a couple years ago. This lady, shots started ringing out and she got hit, but the first thing she thought about was her baby, because her baby was there with her.
You gonna grab your baby? Right?
Oh, of course.
The first thing she said, fuck her. She don't care that she got hit. She went to go shield her baby.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying guys ain't gonna do that shit, but I've also seen stories where guys have used their kids as shields in the line of fire. Yeah, I read a story a couple years ago and it broke my heart, because I'm like, your job is to be the protector, the provider. You are supposed to protect the woman, protect the kids. Now, if something happens to the woman, you should have enough instincts and enough training to be like, okay, this is what she did. You might not do it the exact same way she did it, but you have the instinct. See, me, when I separated with my kids' mothers, the first time, my oldest son, when I separated with his mother and she moved out, it was not easy. It was not easy dealing with, because again, this was my first child. My son was 6 months when we split up. So it was like, yo, this is not easy. Now, I am thankful that I had a mother, I had sisters, I had a brother, I had people that did their part, but they also let it be known like, yo, this is your kid.
Right.
This is your kid. We're gonna support. We're here to help, but this is your kid. So I had to adapt. I couldn't run the streets like I used to, because the weekends it was me and my son. So yes, those moments were rough, because I had to adjust from partying every weekend, hanging out, doing this, to being at home with my son. At 6 months, he's still crying. He's still, adjusting to life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it became a transition. So like I said, by the time I hit kid 4, 3, and 4, I had it already unlocked. I ain't gonna fold. I already went through this. I know how to deal with it. I know how to, and I had 2 boys a month apart. So it was like twins, but I got it. It's there. I got it on lock. So I don't know. Some people, you just have to, it depends on how bad you want it. It depends on how bad you want it, how bad you don't want to fail, how bad you want to be a good father. I know a lot of fathers who are divorced or separated from their mothers who feel like, yo, I got this, but part-time.
Yes, preach on that.
That
whole time,
very heavy on that.
Yeah, it was moments where I hit my kid's mother like, okay, what size shoe he wear, what type of diapers, what type of clothes. Yeah. But after a while, like I said, by the time I got some years in, I was on it. You ain't have to tell me nothing. I knew. Now my kids grow every day. I got some big kids. They grow every day. So, yeah, sometimes I still have to call and be like,
I'm sure you got a spreadsheet over there.
Yeah, my son is 10 and he wears a size 12 in shoes.
Spreadsheet.
Oh, he wears a size men's 12 in shoes. My 10-year-old. So yeah, I have to call sometimes and be like, yo, he still wear that size, right? Because because if I had to spend my money and then I had to bring it back, I'm gonna be mad. So yeah, I think it's just all about. And then you have fathers who have no choice, who don't have that support, who don't have. It's just them. They have to grind and eat and get up and work and clean and cook and do all that because they don't have that support. Maybe their family isn't as supportive as a lot of others are, you know? So they have no choice but to get out there and get it. And I know a lot. I'm going to tell you, all of my homies are active in their kids' lives. They're there. I don't hang around deadbeats. So I'm at this point where like, hey, if something was to ever happen, I know I got them. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your support system. Like, yo, I've been through this. You know, let's do it together. Mothers have each other. So why is this stigma that fathers can't do the same? We could do the same. We can have each other. We can support each other. But I think mothers just do it differently. Shout out to y'all.
We know what we've been through.
Yeah.
We know what we've been through, especially C-sections and like you said, healing and going through the postpartums. Like it's because we've experienced it and we can relate on that level. See, men haven't experienced any of that. They don't know what it feels like.
Yep.
So the only thing y'all can relate on is
just having
nutting in her and having kids.
Yeah. And
fact.
Like, I gotta eat, sleep.
The child gotta eat.
That's it.
Oh, I go buy this and go buy that.
Very good point. That's
very
true.
We can relate on that. That's why we stick together so much and so often. And we got each other's back like that because we know that when you're on that table, whether you having a vag delivery or a C-section, you're putting your life on risk, at risk for bringing another child into this world, another human being.
Very true. I had to get 2 blood transfusions, as well as when it came to the actual time of getting off the medication off the C-section, I was not coping well. They had to give me medication just to help me cope to get off the morphine. But one thing you said that really hit me was part-time, like daddy daycare or part-time dads, like with custody agreements or agreements with the child. Yes, the dads have them 3 days here, 3 days there.
Right.
Whereas the mom will have them the whole week. And it's so true. For me, I remember when I went through my emergency surgery, I was supposed to get my daughter back, like you have 3 days. And I went to surgery. I was in the hospital for a week last year in September. And he had to keep her for the full week. And
I know.
He went crazy. He was like, yo, I mean, when you getting out this hospital, she asking for you.
He did.
It was to the point where my grandma was like, tell him to bring her over the house and I'll take her. And I'm like, no, I want him to keep her because I need him to understand. He needs to feel it. He needs to feel it. He needs to know what it's like every day. We have to make sure your child's eating, make sure she's bathed, make sure my daughter went through a separation with us. So they were nice when I bawled boohoo crying with her in my hand because I'm trying to figure out like, damn, what do I do next? This man left me in an apartment that I know I couldn't afford with a job that was like 15 grand a year. And my rent was like 12 grand. So let's do the math on that.
Right.
You know? So basically it was a struggle. And I sat there bawling because I'm thinking, this is hard, but I can't fold because I have a little girl in my hand who's knocked out sleeping. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't sign up for this shit, but I got to make sure I get through this shit. and I got to make sure that I get through it for her and she is not traumatized by it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Meaning, I got to make sure that she just knows mommy, daddy loves you. Mommy's making it work.
Mhm.
Moving to my dad's house, people think that moving your parents' house is like, oh, you're
Oh.
saving money. It's the hardest decision I had to make. I was a grown-ass woman, independent, my child. But a prime example of a mother doing what she has to do is swallow my pride.
Yeah.
Knew that my shit was not working for me.
Mhm.
I had to realize the job I had wasn't working for me. Nothing was working for me. And I had two options, either cave, go into debt, or say, listen, we're going to struggle it out a little bit, go back to grandpa's house, and we're going to make it work. But I told my daughter, I promise you, you're going to have your own room and you're going to paint it pink.
Yeah.
And I would have to say, her father didn't cope so well. Still ain't coping that well with the transition of what we went through. But in this hand, I would definitely say I take the brunt of raising her right now.
Yeah.
So he can afford to still work what he's doing or still do part-time, whatever he's doing,
Mhm.
because I'm putting up most of the financial and the time with my daughter. That would change because I know
Yeah.
God's a miracle working God and he's a good man to his
Best
daughter.
believe it.
Baby. But
Mhm.
as a mother, I don't have the opportunity. People say, oh, he at least is still in her life. I don't have that luxury to not be in her life. I don't
Right.
have that luxury to be like, oh, okay, well, we're done, Mackenzie. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. Where your food comes. I don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have that as a mother. I have the luxury that I got to make it work. And prime example, when a mother folds, everybody talks shit about her. But when a daddy folds, it's like, well, damn, that sucks. He should have been in her life, you know? But when a mother fold, what a deadbeat mom. She must have some mental issues. She must have an issue wrong with her. What kind of mother don't take care of her child? So we
Yeah.
have a target on our back if we fuck up. Whereas men, it's like it happens. It's like the norm. So, I mean,
Yeah.
what can I say?
I will say, like, I have deep conversations with my father, because we've grown up how we've grown up. Like, he took care of me for a bit. And you know, I kid with my dad all the time, but
All day.
But my dad tells me a lot of the times, like, because I have other siblings with his ex-wife, the lady who raised me, and he would tell me, like, oh, the kids are good. Like, I'll ask my dad and be like, Dad, did the kids graduate and did my siblings go to the next school level? He don't know. Well, Dad, do you have the kids this weekend? I want to come pick them up. Oh, I don't know. You got to ask her. I'd be like, man, I thought you was my daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it frustrates me because I'm like, I want you to get that you used to do that, but now all of a sudden you I'm trying to turn this down. All of a sudden you feel as though now you found somebody who is good at their job at being a mother or whatever the case may be. And so you gave up the right of like trying to find out what's going on with your kids.
Yeah.
To me, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I turned it down. To me, that don't make sense. So I'm just like, no, Dad, you need to find out what's going on with your kids just as much as she does, because what if she falls short? Who's picking up the pieces?
Facts.
Like, who's picking up the pieces? Like, it can't be just her, because she probably might not know, because she might be suffering over there dealing with depression or whatever she might be dealing with.
Yeah.
So you can't just always leave it up to the woman.
Very true.
It took two to tangle, right? It took two to make that child, right? So my thing is, you have to put in just as much effort as she does. Can't just leave it up to the woman.
And I will say, shout out to the men who do try. Like I said, my ex-husband, he definitely does try. And
he tries,
he grew a lot as a father. And I commend the men who see the opportunity and take it, because I appreciate that. I mean, where he is now as a father, I told him the other day, I'm like, you know, the painted nails you do with her, the little things you do with her really make a big difference with our daughter. And I told him that, you know, I appreciate him putting in that effort, because I know he's a person that he's not really like emotional and really like, you know, really attached like that. So for him to do that means a lot to him, to her, but it also shows me that, okay, slowly but surely he's getting into the rhythm of taking more control in a parenting role. So I do appreciate that. And I do vocalize with him. We do communicate very well with each other to know that, hey, I love the growth in you as a parent, and likewise with me, he says. So that's appreciated. But do fathers fold? Yes, but mothers are more detail oriented. You got to think about that as well.
Yeah,
we're more into details. We're going to go above and beyond. We're looking into our instincts. Our instincts are crazy. My daughter had like a fever of 105 point something one day, and I just woke up in the middle of the night, felt her, and was like, yo, she don't feel good. Why'd I wake up? I don't know. It's just something in us, and God made it that way. But make no mistake, men are needed because men do have that factor when they're in their child's life to say, okay, discipline when they're there. I mean, she listens to me, but God knows she laughs in my face all day. But her daddy, she's serious.
Yeah.
I mean, just the core values of having somebody, a manly role there is essential. So we ain't shitting on our daddies. We love our daddies.
Right.
Because I can't tell you. I love my daddy.
I love mine.
I love my daddy. I'm a daddy girl. All day, every day.
Yeah, so all right. I know we got another topic, but I got another topic that just came to me. The pros and cons.
Let the Lord use you.
She said, let the Lord use you.
We in church and let the spirit flow. Yeah, let the spirit flow.
I can't do.
The pros and cons of loaning money.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you something.
I don't even know what that is.
I got rules and regulations to my loaning.
What's the rules?
My number one rule is I don't loan what I can't do without. Meaning, that's my number one rule. Do not ask me for more than $100. Because if I can't, I tell everybody that shit. I'm not paying your rent. I ain't paying no light bill. I ain't paying no car note. I ain't paying nothing. If you need $100 from me, and if I could do without it, this is what I do. You say you come to me. I need $100.
I can't.
I go to my account. I'm not inconveniencing my ass for nobody. Because guess what? Life, I'm a single mother. I got to do what I got to do here. My spreadsheet.
Anything that you're not willing to lose.
If I can give you 50, I'm gonna say, hey, listen, I got 50. And I'm gonna say, pay me back when you can. Now, I got a one-time watch on everybody's ass. Meaning, I'm gonna watch how you communicate after you get my money. Meaning, if you say I'm paying back by next week and you don't, if you say, I know I owe you, Jaleesa, and I got you communicating with me like that, I will give you money again if you need it. But if you act like as if I never gave you nothing and the day comes and it passed and you act like mute, nothing, don't ask me for nothing else because I ain't doing that. And I'm not losing my friendship over some money. Yeah. So I only give what I can get.
What about family?
I can give. Family included. They asked about my I don't play.
My family. Family be trying to sneak up in there.
No, my family no. I give what I can. I give. But they don't ask. My family knows right now I'm a single mother. So for them, they're more giving. They're the ones flipping me the $20.
That sometimes they don't care what you're going through.
Oh yeah, I can't relate to that.
I don't relate to it, but I know some.
That does suck. So my family, shout out to them. They're the ones that are like, here's $20 for some lunch. Oh no, get your nails done. Here's 20. That's my village, and I freaking love that because they really do.
Got a good ass.
I got a good ass village. I'm telling you.
My nails done.
My daddy got my car washed and then fill up my damn tank on Sunday, and I'm like, what is this, Daddy? He's like, have a good week. Full tank with a car wash. I'm telling you, my family's good. But even with people, I don't get what I can't do without, number one. Number two, I watch how you act around my money. Meaning if you act right and communicate, I'll give it to you again. If you don't, ain't gonna happen. You need to learn something. If you're my friend, watch my situation. If you hear me talking about I got bills to pay and shit, don't ask for no money in the middle of my conversation about bills paying, okay? Ain't working. You say I got something coming up, I gotta go to and do shit. Don't ask for money then. Ask for money when I'm chilling at my house. Okay. And number four.
Keep going.
Don't be acting funky as shit. Meaning you owe me money, but you acting stuck up and shit.
Don't let me see you on social media with some brand new Jordan.
Baby, that too. That too. And before they say, oh, but they could have got the money for that somewhere else. Well, give me my money first and get your Jordans after. Yeah. Because you build that repetition with me and that rapport with me, I will give you money. I'm not mean. I let go money now. Yeah. But here's the deal. You got to show me that you're going to act accountable to me giving it to you. Show me that you're going to be like, hey, listen, I get $20. I get that. Now, if it's like if I say I'm lending it, that's a lending. Yeah. If I say, nah, girl, keep that. Can I do it sometime? Like, $20, stop playing. Stop playing. Keep it. Yeah. Don't give me back shit. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. I ain't nice like y'all. I'm going to tell you right now. If I loan you some money and you say, yo, I'm gonna pay you back on this day, I'm not gonna come chase you on that day. You should already know what it is. Now, I got a 2-day grace period after that. After that, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna send you a text like, yo,
if I gotta chase you,
Friday passed, what's up? Oh man, you know, ooh, I had to do this and I had to do that, and oh, okay, all that's cool. But it depends on the amount. If I loaned you $300, I'm showing up at your house after that 2-day grace period and you ain't reached out. I'm showing up at your house.
Right.
Because, you know, I don't, you know, I don't play about my money. I got too many mouths to feed.
Right. So, now, if you communicating with, if the person is communicating with me and say, hey, I need one more extra day, or, you know, at least you letting me know ahead of time, like, hey, I need some extra time. I'm cool with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you're communicating, you know, and you letting me know ahead of time that, hey, I said Friday, but I actually need a couple more days. I'm okay with that.
I'm good with that.
But
also, I watch how you handle your damn money too.
Yeah, I watch how I do that.
I watch how owe you money, but they ducking and dodging your calls.
Oh no!
See, there I go.
You show up at the house, the kids saying, "My daddy say he ain't here." No. You know, you showing up, they avoid you, all that shit. Yeah, that's grounds for you not to never get another dime out of me. Yeah. At this point, I'm not gonna chase you for my money that I loaned you in your time of need. Yeah. And the worst people that I know, man, I was gonna give you that little $20 back.
Oh, I heard that before.
It was little. It's little now.
But when you needed it,
facts.
It was big. It was a big ass favor.
Oh, they're my favorite people right there.
Favor.
Yeah.
They're my favorite people. I'm gonna give you a little $50 back. And they say it with so much force in it. Like,
call it petty. Your petty ass.
Yeah, like you bothering them or something. Like, yo. Yeah,
like you getting on their nerves. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. But I watch how people use their money. I do. I'm a big, because see, for me, I'm cheap as shit. I'm gonna say that right now.
Facts.
And I'm proud of that shit. I'm proud of it.
I am a bargain shopper.
Well, I'm a cheap bitch. I'm gonna say that right now. And I watch how you spend your money. If you spend it on what Jamaicans say fuckery, mean foolishness, guess what that means? I'm not giving you no money to loan because you can spend money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And another thing with me is this: I'm not hunting for my money, and I get that because let's be honest. When I did lose my job, making that $15,000 a year, I was in some crazy ass debt, and I had to borrow money from my homegirls.
Yeah.
Until there was the ability for me to get the job I have now, where it's like I was able to pay everybody back and be able to start saving up money like crazy and be where I'm at now, to where, you know, paying my debts off, looking forward to buying something on my own soon. It's now God has blessed me with the opportunity to be able to, you know, have a job that makes 3 times more I was making. But so I always give money if you need it because I was there. So I will never say no. I will say no, but I'm not going to put you down right away because I've been there.
Yeah,
I've been there too. Literally, I'm looking at my account and I'm like, oh shit, I got $20 and I got 5 job interviews. And I remember my homegirl Sonia, shout out to her. I had nothing to wear for my job interview, and she literally cashed at me $100 and was like, "This is for you."
Shout out to them homies that do that.
Cash at me, $100 was like, "Don't pay me back." And her thing to me was like, you've had me when I had nothing, and I'm gonna have you. And I was trying to send it back to her because I was like, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
The pride.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, you give me more than I can ever give you back. And I'm like, I got that. But now when I got the job and I was getting the money I have now, I'm like, we're going to eat. I took her to eat the first paycheck because it was the communication of, you gave that to me.
Yeah.
But when she's ever lend me money, I make it my duty to communicate and say, hey, girl, next paycheck. And if something comes up, well, what's up? We're pairing, shit comes up.
Yeah.
I say, listen, Mackenzie had this. Mackenzie had this, you know, I'm gonna give you money back. Or so, and she either they're gonna be like, well, damn, I needed that. But that's my whole method of don't give what you can't do without. Because the person will pay you back on time. Guess what? It's nothing off your back because you could do without it because it wasn't that much. And if they really need the money, you need to go take a payday loan out or a cash advance loan out because it's not going to come from me.
Facts.
I'll get you the gas. And when it comes to kids, my weakness, I got the kids. But here's my thing with the kids. I'm not giving you the damn money with the bullshit. I'll go buy the groceries for you. If I get my food stamps, come, friend, I will give you my card and give you. I've done it before. I've done it before with people where I give them my card and said, hey, take that 150 out. I get way more than I need. Take it out for the kids. Here's my PIN number. They get their food for their kids, and guess what? Give my card back. I'm good with that. Because at the end of the day, you don't know.
You know you trust that person.
Exactly. But also my method is this. You don't know where God will put you. My dad always told me everybody is one step from being homeless. Let medical shit hit you. Let something hit you and you're down there. So I give people benefit of the doubt, but under certain guidelines to protect myself as well. Because you can't be so nice that you become stupid. That's my method.
I ain't gonna lie. The younger me used to be naive to it. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like, yeah, man, here. You know, like, okay, cool.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because you're young.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm being real. Like, because I felt like, oh, I was just helping a friend or helping a family member. You know, just looking out for them. But when it came to me living in a hotel,
nobody.
Where was everybody?
Bingo.
Where was everybody? I had to let my son's father take him because I was like, I can't let him live in a hotel with me until I find out where I'm going. But I'm just like, where was the family that I lent the money to? Them petty ass $20.
Baby.
Facts.
Baby.
What are you?
Baby.
Facts.
I don't have a couch to at least sleep on.
Not a damn couch.
The floor? I take the floor.
Not even the freaking floor.
People only fuck with you when you up.
Very true.
When you up, everybody like you. You the life of the party. They fuck with you. They there at every event. Drinks on you. Oh, we there.
Yeah.
But when you fuck up and you down or you get a string of bad luck, oh man, I wish I could help, bro. Man.
Yep.
But you on the gram, you posted up talking about how much you just spent, what you just brought, what you just got. It's like after a while, if I have to chase you down, I'm at this point. All right, man, fuck it. Keep that money, keep that blessing. And you know when you fall down on your luck, everybody got money right now. From PPP loans and all that shit, everybody got money right now.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
When that shit goes down the drain, don't hit me up. I ain't got it. Can't help you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's very true. I think people don't really know how to. And if people say invest, it's not all about investing sometimes. And sometimes it's just about you learning how to save your money. And people say save for what? If you have kids, you should be saving some shit. I'm telling you that right now. Once you have one child, you should be saving.
I learned my
save
lesson.
For what? A rainy day? No, save if something happens to you. This is my method. I'm gonna give y'all 3 tips on my money. I'm trying to make sure people say you could buy a condo right now what you're making from your job. This is my method right here. I need to make sure I have at least 6 months of my mortgage or what it will be saved up. I need to make sure I have all my bills. I know how much
on top
my
of
bills
emergency
are.
Money on top of like
I know how much all my bills are. If I have 6 months worth of that much money in the bank account, then I'll go house hunting. And I know my time frame of when I want to do that. So I'm on a mission. That's one thing. Number 2, I believe in living like no one else. So you can live like no one else. Dave Ramsey method, meaning I'm going to live like them girls who ain't on social media, can't go everywhere, buy everything, and do my shit. Because when I can and when I get my debt erased, I'm going to live like nobody else, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. And my last method is this. Don't put your information out there. My biggest thing is I move in silence.
Yeah.
People are always like, well, damn, you popping up happy. Damn, you popping up fit. Or damn, you popping up with a new car. Damn. Because my thing is I put what I want out there and I keep what I want. Stop talking your business. And people say, well, I don't put it out there. These little memes you post in are the gateway to what you got going on in your life. You don't think they are, but they are. So my thing is this. Watch what you're doing because people are 2 steps ahead of your game and your own board. So, keep quiet. Stack your money the right way and make sure you save your money the right way.
And don't loan out what you can't afford.
Don't do it.
Period. If I'm sitting here and I know I'm saving money for a purpose for me and my family, and if I can't lend it out to you, the answer is no. Period.
It's a no for me.
It's a no.
It's a no.
I'm sorry. Listen, I had to shut down a lot of family members because I know I had something I had to do. Right? It hurt because I in my heart I wanted to be there for them,
to co-sign for them,
Yeah. Yes, never. But you can't lose facts.
Not just money. I mean, your credit as well. You can't co-sign for people. I don't co-sign for no damn body. I didn't co-sign for my ex-husband.
Oh no.
I never co-signed for my ex-husband. I co-signed for a damn
part right there. I ain't co-signing for nobody.
The only person I'm trying to co-sign for is my daughter because I'm gonna help make them payments until she graduates with her degree and get herself a job.
Listen, I ain't even gonna front on that.
I'll do for my daughter.
Kids probably ain't even gonna get no co-sign.
Because you know why? Because
if they not good with it.
I
was gonna say if you teach your kids to kind of be okay with it, no
grown man logic.
With money, nigga, you grown, you good. I ain't co-signing nothing.
Only because my mom co-signed for me, but that's because she knew I was responsible with my money. Now I'm watching my daughter. I'm trying to teach her from now. She knows pennies, dimes, nickels, and dollars. She knows her money. However, I'm watching her ass because my mama told me this: you make these payments. You fuck up a payment, I'm taking your car personally. She contracted me that shit.
Nothing.
So guess what my mama did? She let me know. Payments up, your car is mine.
I'm only co-signing Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll co-sign Mackenzie because guess what? Mackenzie don't pay that payment. Give me your car, chick. It's me and you.
Yeah. And if I had to, and I know that my kid ain't paying it, I'm taking it.
I'm taking it. And I'm paying it.
Especially my
child. I'm keeping it. My second car.
That's mine.
That's me.
Facts.
And I'm not, and I would say don't co-sign anything that you can't afford yourself.
Facts. Yeah. My
husband taught me that.
Yeah, hell
my husband was like, would you, if God forbid, if they can't handle it and it could fall on you, can you handle it? But you co-signing it for
but then again, my car payment back then was $125 a month, literally. So it was
back then it was kind of like
it was $125. So my mom was a nurse, so she was like, that was like chump change to her ass what she was making. So she was like, yeah, I'll co-sign. I know I could pay for your car if I needed to, right off if I need to. But nowadays, like you're right. If it's a nice little Nissan or something like that, she's gonna get or Toyota, something I know that I could take over.
You know what my dad did with me before to test me out? He bought the car and I paid him.
Yeah, parents do that. Yeah, my dad did my brother.
Yeah. I paid him on the car that he bought me, so he was basically, he loaned it to me, and I made payments to him. That's how he knew that he could trust me with money if God forbid something ever, if I needed him in that way.
That's true. My dad did that. My brother.
But other than that,
the pros of loaning money is you may very well be changing somebody's life.
Very true.
That's true.
Yeah, and we've all borrowed money. Let's be honest. We've all done it before. We've all borrowed money.
That's the pro. Somebody might really, really need it. The con of that is you are loaning money, but they're not being truthful about the reason why they need the money. I'm one of them people where you don't have to tell me the reason. Yo, I need the ball such and such. I'll pay you back. That's good enough for me. You don't have to give me your whole life story because I am so different now that I will listen to you, a person that fucked me over, and I will listen to them give me the sobbest of the story.
Yeah,
and be like, I ain't got it, chief. I'll let you tell your whole story. I'll let you cry all your little tears. My lights and shit finna get cut off. I ain't got it, chief.
Yeah,
with a straight face.
That's
I ain't gonna lie.
You fucked me over before. I'm good. I look at you in the straight. I ain't got it, chief.
Yeah, let me tell you a story. My aunt. I'm gonna go there with it. I'm putting my business out there now.
Let them use you.
I know. My brother was in prison, and I used to send him money through his mother, right, the woman that raised me. So when he got out, me and him had beef. He felt like I wasn't supporting him, right? And I'm like, what do you like? What? Hold on, what do you mean? I was sending it. She used to take my money and do other things with it.
That's horrible.
Facts.
That's horrible.
So I'm just like, okay, so now we got beef.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, nah, like. It ain't the simple fact that like he came to me because he didn't know. Obviously, he didn't know. If he didn't see it in his commentary, he didn't know. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I had to go. I have some straightening. So she finally confessed and was like, "Oh yeah, I had bills to pay, and I had to do something for the kids, and you could have asked me for that on a different level. I gave you that gave you that money for a reason, for something else.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, when it comes to it now, and you ask me for anything, nah, I'm good, love. I ain't got it. I don't got it. We good.
You gotta watch.
And then, but because she has my younger siblings that live in the house with her still, I'd be like, oh, well, if they need that, I'll go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell my dad that I tell my dad that all the time. She
say,
would never see another dime away from me, from me.
Yeah. I would say like the pros is you helping people, but you also can build your friendship up. Because you can show your friend that, yo, I got you no matter what.
Yeah.
But the biggest con is you lose trust in your friends. You break up a friendship or a relationship or a family situation, as well as, there starts to be resentment.
Yeah.
So those are pros and cons in my book. So just both of it. I think loaning money is a touchy subject that I personally don't want my friends to be involved in unless they direly need it.
Mm-hmm.
They direly need it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm there. But other than that, no. I think that it shouldn't be something that you do. I'm not your loan officer. I'm not a payday advance.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Let me point out also that sometimes when you do it once, what do you think happens?
Over and over.
They come back again, and they come back again.
Well, try.
Oh no, we got cash. Check cashing stores for that.
But you know what you said, that you don't want to know the story. I don't want to know the story, but you know what I do want to know, and I do ask, how you plan on paying me back? Meaning,
mm-hmm.
I hear, like, my people know me. They'll hear me out say, so what's the time frame?
Yep.
And they'll say, oh, when I get my my paycheck next week, I get paid every 2 weeks, and this week I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I sit down and say, is that your rent week? Is that your bills week?
Yeah.
If they say, yeah, that is, okay, well, what's not the bill week? That's how detailed I am. I need to make sure, I'm serious about this shit. I need to make sure you're accountable to your actions. I don't go off the whole when I get my tax returns back, because baby, I'm a product of taxes not coming back when you think they are. So I don't do the whole, Cici knows I'm finally getting my shit back for like 3 years here. I've been backed up that far. But at the end of the day, I don't do the whole I get my taxes back, because I don't want you getting that mentality of taking my money until you get taxes from the government. I need my money out of what you've been working to actually get in your hand from my job. So I get my money. I'm telling you, I have rules and regulations. You think I'm playing? So
I think at the end of the day, the pros and cons fall down to if you trust that person or not to lend the money, loan the money, or just give it away. If you ain't got it to give, don't give it. Period.
Everybody the trial period though. You don't know until you get a trial period. That's why I give a trial period.
First of all, if I know you, like I say, I know you. I know your spending habits. I know for a fact I could trust you.
Yeah, you get that shit back.
But I'm talking exactly because I know you like that.
I don't want to owe nobody nothing.
So it's like you have to pay attention. Like you can't just be hanging around with people or family, period, and just say, "Oh, I'm gonna give it to you." No,
true.
I gotta know. You have to be very aware of, because I'm giving that to you. That's coming out of my hard-earned money. Worked for that.
Very true.
I worked for that. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm giving that to you, I'm giving it to you to say whether you do what you need to do with it. But I need to know that if I'm either giving it to you, fine. But if you're saying that you're going to pay me back, I have to know in the back of my mind, I know your spending habits.
Yeah.
I know for a fact you owe this other person over there some money that you ain't paid back in 6 weeks.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. It's been a dope episode. We didn't get into the other topic, but I'm going to save that for another one.
All right.
With y'all. I appreciate y'all. So, final thoughts. This is a segment. Jay knows about this. This is, you can say whatever the hell is on your mind. It's your thoughts. You got the floor. It don't even have to be about the episode. It could be just whatever. So I'm going to let y'all go.
You look at me. You want me to go first?
Yeah, because you one person on the podcast.
Hey. All right.
I've been there before, Mr.
Listen, ladies, all I'm going to say is just squat next to that nigga. Like, at the end of the day, let it go. Period. You said I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. all I'm gonna say. I said what I said.
Yo.
For real.
Jay.
Listen, that should be hurting when you trying to hold it in, man. Come on, man.
Dude.
Stop playing.
Okay.
That shit out. Go ahead. Hey, I'm telling you.
We ain't bring you back here no more because you can't be saying somebody.
What?
I mean, I did say whatever's on your mind. I mean,
Fool.
I did say that. Talk to me, Jay.
I took that. I ate that. I ate that.
Ooh, I can't even breathe. Okay.
I could say more, but I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. Cici, you a wild thing, girl. You wild tonight. All right.
It's okay if you piss fart.
The what farts?
What?
I swear we're not drunk.
I haven't even drinking anything.
My thoughts are
Talk to me, Jay.
shout out.
I done threw her off.
I can't stand your ass for nothing. Shout out to the men that are definitely, doing their best to be the fathers that they need to be for their children. And shout out to those women who are holding it down and being solid because, even if you feel like nobody sees you, we see you.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to the village that is behind these parents because being a parent isn't easy. So shout out to the village.
Definitely.
We don't shout you out, because a lot of y'all sometimes, but shout out to y'all because y'all make life possible. And, shout out to the people who also be a little shady right now, be with the shits. Shout out to those people who don't take a story and run with it, but get to the actual details and know they shit. And on that note,
all right then.
My main method is, wait a minute. Before we go, public service announcement.
Oh, Lord.
If you don't fuck with both of us, you don't fuck with none of us. So therefore, this person knows who I'm talking to, and I'm going to call that bitch out soon. Y'all have a great night from So Problematic Podcast. Yes, that's Jay signing off.
Okay.
Drop the mic.
My final thoughts is this. Look here. He without seeing be the first to cast the first stone.
Amen.
That's how I feel.
We put a little spice on the end there.
Nobody on this earth is perfect. We all make mistakes. We all go through shit. It's the people that stand by you that's going to benefit when you come back up. So, with that being said, shout out to So Problematic, man. Y'all are dope. Y'all are dope.
And we left on a very problematic statement.
I have to say that. Y'all are super dope. Shout out to y'all.
And was stressed out, my friend.
No, I'm going to have a drink for real though.
Facts. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Go get in tune with them. Let them know where they can find y'all as we close this out.
So Problematic on Instagram and Facebook. Go ahead, like our page, subscribe to our YouTube page. And thanks for having us on your platform once again.
Definitely.
Nothing but love, nothing but respect. Right. And if they inboxing you, asking you who I'm talking about, tell them to inbox us. And
that's always my answer anyway.
Definitely.
Y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. We gonna wind this out and we out.
Bye.
Bye.